Okay, guys, on the bench today, we're going to do a little, I think, a quick bonus video here. This is not going to be very long and drawn out. This is my 1974 Fender Stratocaster. It is my personal guitar. I've had this since I'm 12 years old. But what's going on is, over the years, all these saddles have been, well, shall we say, conking out. Every once in a while, I had to replace one. So I replaced one probably when I was like in my 20s with this. It's all I had at the time, a black, like a Squire saddle or something. And then the other day, I just threw this in there for the time being with another saddle. So what I ended up doing is I really, really, really liked the Music Lily brass keyway saddles that I put in the high-end relic Strat that I recently sold. And it really gave the thing that early Charvel look. As you know, the early Charvels all had the keyway saddles in it. So that's what I bought for this guitar. Being it wasn't going to be all original anymore, I decided to put something I liked on it. And I really liked these Music Lily brass saddles. So that's what we're putting on it today. And this should be a short video. It should be one and done. We're going to get the saddles out. And these things are awesome looking. And as always, when you get Music Lily stuff, you end up getting a free pick. So I always use the free picks on the bench here for like tuning up guitars and whatnot. But these are the saddles. They look awesome. They are keyway saddles, brass keyway saddles, and they're incredible looking. And I can't wait to get them on. So that's what we're doing. We'll leave that right there for the time being. Instructions, toss them in the trash. We don't need those. What we're going to do is gently release the string tension on this guitar because it's a vintage instrument and it's really worthy of, taking good care of it. So we're going to release that tension 1/6 at a time. Here we go. Oh no, you should really release the tension. Oh my God. Yeah, I did. I released the tension 1/6 at a time. So there we go. Like I said, I've had this guitar since I'm 12. It was originally black with a rosewood fingerboard and a white pickguard. And it's been painted at least 15 times. And it's had, I think this is its 6th neck that's been on it. This right now is a Japanese Player's Special neck, the 9.5-inch radius. Because I really like the bigger radius. So I have a 9.5-inch radius neck on it. The original neck is long gone. This had a Floyd Rose on it at one time. This had humbuckers in it. It's been routed and done over and you name it. There's some red marker from the last time I did the fret job on this. I gotta get rid of that red marker with some steel wool. There we go. I don't want to rub it too much because I love the patina on this neck. It's all natural patina. Like I said, I've had this guitar since I'm 12. I played the living crap out of it. This neck is on its last legs. This neck is due to be replaced. Usually I didn't do fret jobs on this thing. I would just replace necks because I didn't know how to do fret jobs back in the day. So I would just replace the neck. So the original neck is long gone, and I regret that immensely. Because just try to find an original 1974 neck now, and you're looking at several thousands of doll hairs. And so we're just going to take off this low E saddle and start replacing. Like, I'm not even going to replace, because since this is an original 74 bridge plate, and this is an original 74 pick guard, and an original 74 jack plate, these pickups have been replaced a zillion times, but currently it has the 1 of 1,000 sets, set number 567, I believe, of the Joe Bonamassa Cradle Rock pickups that were released a few years ago. And every Seymour Duncan dealer had the opportunity to get only 2 sets, because there was only 1,000 sets made. And my good friend Jack at Northeast, when I told him about the Cradle Rocks, he got the Joe Bonamassa set, and he got a set for himself, and he got a set for me. So these are awesome. Oh wow, they're awesome. I'm going to take these springs and screws out, because I'm going to use the original screws if I can. Let's put that in there for now. If they are the same thread. I don't know if a USA thread to a Music Lily thread is going to make a difference. A metric to USA, that's usually when we have problems. Trying to mix metric and standard. And I think we might have an issue. Yes, we do. It is different thread. So we do have to replace the screws and the springs. We do have to replace them. So we'll just do that. Oh, where's that saddle? There's that saddle. I gotta keep all this stuff together.
Thanks for the help, fellas. Looks pretty damn good. This is bulletproof, right? Oh. Dang. It's not bulletproof, George. No. Yeah, well. Here's the deal. We'll tell him it's bulletproof. Close enough, right? Done.
And there's our first saddle. And we're going to try to line it up in the same vein of where it was. And we'll use the supplied wrench and put it in the same plane of action. I will go through it all. Don't worry. I will go through the whole thing. Yeah, this is going to need to be lower than that. Okay. Plus, this is not going to have as much, since this Japanese player's neck is a much lower neck. You could see where the grub screws were sticking out on the saddle. So this is going to have a little less grub screw stick out, being it's a thicker saddle. Yeah. So we're just going to continue on here. And I am not shutting the video off. I am not shutting it off. We're just going to continue on. This will be one of my short videos, one of the bonus videos. And, you know, if you like my videos, please check out One-Legged Luther on YouTube. There are literally a few dozen videos on there right now that you could watch. And there's everything from doing simple cleanups on vintage basses to major routing jobs. We're doing this resto mod of a 77, 78 Gibson G3, and it came as a mongrel. And it was pretty much all Gibson parts except for the body. And you can't find an original Gibson body without spending like $3,000. So my customer got an Epiphone bass, a reissue of an Epiphone grabber bass, and we're deciding to put all the Gibson parts on the Epiphone. So if you know anything about life in general, you know metric and standard are different. Well, a bass made in 1977 in Kalamazoo, Michigan is going to have imperial measurements, and the bass made in Indonesia for Epiphone has metric. So everything is different. Some of the design are different. They try to improve on things. And so things are different. So what I'm doing is making two things go together that never existed in the same plane. So we're redoing it and making a resto mod. So it's going to look like an original 77 G3 and sound like it because the electronics are original. It has those original Bill Lawrence designed. Single coil pickups. This is starting to look good already. Look at that. So being a child of the 70s here, this thing, I just thought it would look better with a 70s style replacement saddle instead of getting new bent saddles or newer designed, saddles or graph tacks or stuff like that. I thought it would look a lot better with these 70s style brass keyway saddles, and it really does. It's really shaping up. And I don't know, this guitar deserves to continue on. It is a timepiece. It is a museum monster. I mean, it is true, real relic, real played patina. Like this came from my hand since I'm 12 years old, because this is the original pick guard. These are the original knobs. This is the original jack plate. This neck has been on here for a few decades, and you can see the patina in it. And that's all from where? I played this guitar with the Mean Old Bastards. I played this guitar with the wedding band I was in when I was 12 years old. This guitar, I played this guitar with cover bands. I played this guitar with, my original blues projects. I played this guitar with Butch Fable's F3 with my good friend Brian on bass. And back then it had a rosewood neck on it. And a gold anodized pickguard and some, I think, 1991 Strat pickups in it. I mean, this is... look at the dust and crap in that bridge. And I, you know, hey, I maintain my guitars pretty well here, but you know, granted, they do sit on stands in my living room and get shown off. And
You could probably send some more of those screws you got in here through the aluminum. So we got more Bondo right here ready to rip. Yeah.
so,
It's probably drying fast over there.
you know, they do get they do get dusty. I am a small house in the middle of the country. I live in the middle of the woods. I have a Christmas tree farm across the street from me.
Light. Tuck it in. Yep. Tuck it in a little bit. See, and then once it's dry, you take those out so the holes are more Bondo. See, now you act like you don't.
And you know, things get dusty. My road was just dirt until a few years ago. My road was dirt. And it seems to be pretty much going back to dirt. Because it is rough right now. We did get a new mansion built up the road, about 200 yards up the road. It looks like freaking Elon Musk's vacation home or something. It is stupid huge. And it has drove my property taxes through the moon. Thank you, rich ass bastard. And oh, here we go. We're going to put the last saddle on. And then we'll start stringing it up. I don't know if I'll make you sit through string up, but maybe we'll just keep the video going and we'll just string it. You know, I recently had some major issues with trigger fingers, so my hand strength is horrible. So I do use very light strings. I use a Strat 8s on this. So we're going to need that still. We got lots of screws and stuff here. We're just going to put all this stuff in the same box and put it in my bins. There's longer screws if we need them. I won't put that in there. Come on. That's the one that goes with these.
Alright, last of it's mixed up. This side's done. Looking freaking good. Let's see what you got.
Springies.
This side looks way better.
Yeah, I kind of dialed it in when I got over here.
You know, it needs a little practice. You know.
And we'll just keep this out because we might need some of those longer screws. And we'll keep the wrench out. All right, let's get a set of strings. This is my ball box. Always keep your balls in a box. This is my last set of 8s, so I have to get some more. This is just a standard Ernie ball. 8 to 38 slinkies. This is what came in a 3-pack. And where did I put that razor blade? I'm gonna use my microfiber towel here to wipe all this gunk off. There's something sticky all over this guitar. I'm going to polish it before I put the strings on it. Where's that razor blade? It's under the saddles. Here we go. So there we go. There's our strings. But let's use something else from Ernie Ball. Ball polish. One of the best guitar polishes on the market. And we'll give it a good spritz here. And get a clean microfiber towel. These microfiber towels I get from Walmart. They're like 20 some bucks for a roll. You get like 75 of these towels in a roll. These are amazing towels. They're fantastic for guitar work. and they're strong. They're like a washcloths on a roll, basically. Oh yeah, we're not sticky no more. Now we're nice.
Alright, so 4 to 1 to 0.5.
Oh, nice guitar. This is a nice guitar. Like I said, I'm kind of sentimental to this one. It's been with me since I'm 12. And being in a few months, I'm going to be 61. That's been a long time. So,
25% of that.
it's been a long time. Been a long time since I rock and roll. Better not do that. I'll get copyright struck.
We got pretty good gun, though.
Look at that. Oh, that looks so nice. This is really coming together. We're keeping this in that 70s vibe because it is a 74. And I don't want to modernize too much things. I don't want to put like a, Vega Trem on here or a Babbitt or anything like that. I just wanted to give it that. Nice. With that right there, so I get the twisty. Oh, come on. We are twisting. Holy crap. I guess when I put my fresh garbage can in, I wrapped everything up here. I wrapped everything up. There we go. Now we're free. And we only want to go out to like the next tuner and then come back and keep a little tension on it and then start your winding. Pull your string up out of the way. And you only want 1 or 2. I usually go 2, 2.5, 3 wraps on the string. And that's it. You don't need any fancy luthier's knots or anything like that. All that does is piss off your guitar tech. Guy like me, who's got to take those things off, because then we have to use a... Yeah, we're still all sawdust from the other day. Then we have to use like needle nose pliers and needle and ice picks and stuff like that to get the string off. And we got to go get tetanus shots in the ER because we got rusty strings poking in our fingers. Don't do it. Don't do it. So there we go. We got one on. And our neck is still dead flat. So this will bring in some relief once we get the rest of the string tension on here. And hopefully we'll be about that 3 thousandths to 4 thousandths of relief that I like to put into a neck. Which I've done this before on this neck recently, because I recently gave it a fresh set of strings. Because it was sitting out in the living room for way too long and not getting played. But now that my hand issues, I got injections in my hands, and my trigger finger is subsiding drastically. I'd say it's about 80% gone. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. All right, I'll fix that. Hold on. I will fix that. Because I'm not stopping the video. We're just going to let this run and do a short. Let me see where we're... Oh, no. That's not the one I wanted. Sorry about that. We'll tighten that back up. And we'll loosen this. Here we go. Just so you can see the peg head. And we'll do this again. Because we got 4 more strings to go. Funny thing, I just did a guitar with Fender Jazzmaster, or a friend, and he wanted 13 to 56 strings on it. And his G string was what I'm putting on here for my D string, a 22 wound. How about that? Yeah, that guitar, I couldn't even hardly play it. I couldn't even hardly finger it. Turned out great, don't get me wrong. Man, my friend really likes those heavy strings, man. And he has messaged me, by the way, and told me that he loves the guitar. But here we go. We're not putting any stupid knots in the neck. I mean, even beyond these luthier's knots, I've seen guitars come in here with actual knots, like Boy Scout knots in the peg head, and it was so bad I was getting ready to cut the tuner off with a cutoff wheel. Just try to get the Well, here we go. I'll show you again. I didn't have the camera in the right place when I showed you before, but here is our G string in our 8 set of 14. I used to use hybrids, 9 to 46, so it was a 910 hybrid set. But my hands got so weak when this trigger finger really started taking over that I was going to lighter and lighter strings. I even tried the Zippy Slinky, the 7 to 38 or 32 set. Oh my God, that is really light. I couldn't deal with that. So we're sticking with the 8s. Billy Gibbons uses those 7s. Oh my God, I couldn't do it. So you want to put your string on, pull it as far as you can, okay? And then go up to the next tuner, put your finger on it, bring it back to your tuner you're working on. That's all you want. You want one tuner of space. Put a little tension on it, get it so it's taut a little bit, and then pull that up so you're not whipping yourself with it. And then there you go. Wind it. You're going to get about, with the unwound string, you're going to get about three times around. Wow, what was that? Ah, the string wasn't seated in the bridge. So we're going to get a few more wraps on this. Don't make the same mistake I did. There we go. We need that to stay out here because when we intonate this, we might need longer screws on the D and the high E to bring it out a little further, because the original screws that came with these are very short, and they do give you the longer ones here in the box, so I might need to use the longer ones. So make sure when you're stringing that you have your, wow, don't do what I just did. There we go, it's up in the saddle. And then make sure your string is seated in your tremolo block. And of course I dropped that. And it went all the way across the room. So, I'll get my reacher. Wonderful. You know, it wouldn't be a day here in the shop if I wasn't dropping stuff everywhere. Alright, so we're seated in the tremolo block. And we got up here to the tuner. We want to line up our hole.
Maybe a little bit, but barely.
line up our tuner hole. I'm going to go to the next tuner, give it a tug, make sure it's seated, go to our next tuner, and then pull back.
From here, you can't even tell.
Keep a little tension on it until we get it started around the post, and then pull the excess straight up in the air so it's not whipping and smacking you and causing you issues. And we're going to get about 3 wraps on that. 3.5. And that's all you need. If your nut is cut properly and you string it this way, even with a vintage trem, you're still going to have some decent tuning stability. You don't need any stupid knots. You don't need 7,000 wraps on the peg head. Those of you putting knots in your peg head, you're just being an idiot. That's all I can say for you. You're being an idiot. And again, I did that again. So let's try that again. Let's try this again. Move that back. No, we gotta move that saddle back a little bit and it goes through. But make sure you're seated into your tremolo block. Yeah, we are. Make sure you're seated. Go all the way in here.
You know what I'm thinking?
That's our last string. Now just go to where you think the other tuner would be on the IE, because you don't have one. Beyond it. Give it a wind. And then give it a pull. So you're not whipping yourself. This is not a cordless drill. This is a cordless, what they call drill driver. It works with some drill bits, and it works perfectly with the Spin Doctor tuning machine head. It's not super fast, like where you would get out of hand with it, like a cordless drill would. But there we go. We're all strung up. Now we're going to set up and intonate it. Make sure it's all good. We need our Amp Turco Guitar Works cord here. Come on. Caught behind the soldering iron. There we go. Let's move you guys back down. All right. Turn on our tuner. Well, you know what? Before we turn on the tuner, let's set our action. We want our action to be as low as possible, so we're not going to use any measuring tools. We're just going to use the saddle here, the saddle wrench. Yeah, we can see we're a little bit high on the high E, I think. We're definitely crooked, so we're definitely going to bring this down a little bit. There we go. And then we'll just set it from there, and then that way we'll give it a good guess. We'll give it a good guess to where things gotta be, and then we'll we will go forward. Alright, G string was really low, so we're moving that up. is really low. So we're going to move that up. We're just giving a guesstimate here of where things should be. Kind of matching the radius a little bit of the fretboard.
Yeah, look at what it used to look like.
That's what it looked like when I was before. It's pretty bad. Yeah, we got it all dialed in.
You can't see it that good, but you can feel it, you know.
Yeah, it feels like
You just shove that over.
Exactly. Feel it now. Let me just give me your hand. Give me your hand, look.
Shove that over.
it kind of has a new body. It looks good.
All right, we're getting there.
We have to reshape the body.
There's our wrench.
Just in
A looks pretty good from there, and low E looks pretty good from there. So let's see where we're at with the high E. We're definitely good, but I don't think the action is as low as it should be. So we're gonna back it off a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it definitely does. We left your target on there. 'Cause I know
Let's
you
do it
were
like that. See if we're still. I like that.
Alright, get the door up.
B seems okay.
Dangerous to look back.
G seems okay.
When you're driving forward, you don't look forward, you gotta look back. It doesn't? Oh,
D's
windows up.
a little high.
Back glass up. Yeah, pick 'em up. Yeah.
Come down a little bit. Come down just a little bit. A half a turn. There we go. I want to be
Well, we got a lot.
sufficiently high enough that we're not buzzing. I don't want any kind of fret buzz at all. I don't want any kind of fret noise at all, because this guitar plays a lot of blues. This is what this is for, and we do not. I think we're right there. All right, let's set our intonation. Let's start with the tuning. Use our new Music Lily pick.
It looks better than I thought.
Yeah, PPF will flatten out more when the sun goes.
I tune to D flat,
Well, I will say, you don't want to get this really wet.
or D sharp rather.
You wouldn't want to get it really wet. Did you guys run the plastic as well?
So we're doing D sharp, G sharp,
Didn't take care of this down with the little saxophone. And then obviously we had to do this. So.
Now we could fix it. Obviously, you'll have to pay for that though.
always tune under first and then come up into your pitch. Always tune under first. And then come up into your pitch. Give them a good stretch. Seat your windings on the peg head. Stretches the string just a little bit because it don't need a lot. But you want those windings seated on your peg head very goodly. Very goodly. What am I, Trump? Goodly, bigly. Idiot. Anyway. You want your windings seated securely on your peg head. And you can see that they didn't stretch much. All right, now let's set our intonation. Wow, we are sharp. So we got to come way back. So since we're coming back, we want to decrease our tension on the string. and then pull it way back. And since I know we got to pull this way back, I know we're going to have to do the next one, and the next one, and the next one.
And out.
Have insuranoia? You should have NJM. Insurance without the insuranoia.
We're dead on. All right. I think this A is going to be sharp. It is. We'll come back a little bit. And then give it a twist. Dead on. How about that? And you can see the staircase is starting to take place. And way sharp. Come back off. And, okay, we'll deal with that. We got Cletus and his boys doing really crappy body work on here.
Whatever you want. Take photos of the grill because we wiped that down, and the interior and the window.
Still a little sharp. We're right there. We're just a hair sharp on that. I don't think we need to decrease the tension. Dead on. Way sharp on that. So it was really good that I didn't put the longer screws in to begin with, because we're coming right into it. Just a little sharp. Like I said, you always want to come below your pitch and then tune up into it. Way sharp. Good, good, good. We do not need the longer screws. Just a little sharp. Just a little sharp. Just a little. There we go. Perfecto. We're all set up. We're all ready to go. Thanks for tuning in today. We will release this probably on Monday as a bonus video. And it's been a pleasure working on my own guitar for a change. Like, subscribe, comment, One-Legged Luthier on YouTube, Fat Cat Customs on Facebook, and as always, myself, Butch Frable, on Facebook. Like, subscribe, comment, follow, do all that kind of good gobbledygook, bloogily bloop. And we will see you at our normal presentation on Friday. Thank you for tuning in.